evening, everybody. It's extremely cold out tonight. Many of you know it's been a warm week. Temperatures are dropping rapidly. I think the last we saw was 37. The wind chill is already below freezing. A very cold night out here. The start of what will probably be an entire week of cold purple happening. So we're here at our street pantry. We've been doing rounds all night, stopping throughout downtown and just going around looking for folks. And we've already been able to take care of a good many people who are not prepared. As many of y'all know, we had a couple of days straight where it was raining, and so that drenched your stuff if you're out. It means your sleeping bags, your blankets are wet. You may not have an adequate coat. We ran into a guy and he was like, my sleeping bag, I don't fit down in it. And he had a kid's sleeping bag. And so we were able to give him a sleeping bag that fit his body length to keep him warm.
He said, I can believe that I find you right here, and then you are here with the things that I need right here, right now.
Right here, right now.
So that's powerful.
So that's what we're about here at Be Love, right here and right now. We want to go out and make sure that people have what they need to survive, let people know that we care about them, make people aware of shelter if they're not aware of what's going on in terms of shelter.
And it's going to be quite purple from today, until when?
Monday has been called now. So it may be called for, I suspect it'll be called for the rest of the week as we go along. Typically it's called just for a few days at a time. So one of the ways that you can help in this emergency is finding the street pantry near you. So Panchi, do you want to tell people how to find the street pantry that's near them to help fill in the cold?
Yeah, the easiest way to find the beloved street pantries is you go to Google Maps and you type beloved street pantries, and it's going to show you all the 15 different locations that we have around Bauncon County. We have 2 in Arden. We are right here in the Mall of Asheville right now.
I'll just say that the bus went by. One of the things that you may not be aware of is Be Love worked on a policy several years ago where people can get on the bus and say, I'm riding to Code Purple Shelter, and they'll be given a free ride to shelter. And so that was really important. We've been talking about access. So yeah, we're right here on Tunnel Road, and tell people about the street pantries and why they're so important in terms of access.
Yeah, I think that one of the more amazing things, and we always encourage everybody that have a blanket or that have a sleeping bag. If you are not able to deliver it to the 32 Old Charlotte highway, that is the location that we have to receive donations, we encourage you to deliver it directly to the pantry, because we know for many people that live in the streets, finding this pantry is bigger than finding the items that are inside. It's finding that people care about them. It's finding that it's people seeing them. And this is why it's a symbol of welcome. It's a symbol of love too. So we always encourage everybody that want to be part of this system of sharing directly to where is needed, full access. Like, you don't need ID, you don't need anything. Like, it's the access directly to where is needed. Usually when we are here, we saw a lot of people walking, and in any of the beloved street pantries, then when we are refilling the pantries, we find many different people, and people always tell us that the street pantry saved my life. I find something that I was needed this night. So in these cold nights, we encourage you to go to any beloved street pantry that is close to you. Like I was saying, you can go to Google Maps, you type beloved street pantry, and it's going to share you the 15 different locations. We have around 3 in downtown, we have in Kendler, we have in Sonanoa, Black Mountain, Arden. So it's probably one closer to where you live. So
yes, absolutely. So what to put in a street pantry on a night like this? Very important. So what we have are some hot hands here. I'm about to drop the box. Hot hands, coats. We can get whole coats in a street pantry. Blankets, as you can see. Gloves. Quickly, if your hands are exposed, like mine are exposed right now, and my fingers are starting to go numb on me.
I feel like Tori.
Yeah. in the wind, I don't know if y'all noticed, but there's wind gusts, and that is really what cuts through out here as well. Dry socks, our head and our feet are really the place where our body loses warmth or holds heat, and so making sure that people have dry socks, especially since it was raining, it's very important that people have dry socks. And you were saying something from your own experience about.
Yeah, like from my experience, and probably a lot of people in camp in this cold weather. Maybe you know then when it's very cold like tonight, the tendency is then your socks go wet because all the heat of your body try to escape from your head or from your feet. So one of the first things that you do when you are sleeping in the streets when it's cold like tonight is the first thing that you go to the place that you're gonna sleep, you remove your socks and you have a dry socks. This is gonna help you to be hot faster, probably in 30 or 1 hour, because you don't have your feet wet. So usually if you don't have a socks, then you don't have a way to change your socks at the night. It's gonna take you around 2 or 3 hours to be warm. So this is why it's very important the socks in these cold nights, because it's making people be hotter, faster. And like I say, like people are telling us, and Joey was saying before in the other live stream that we was doing is street pantries save lives, and we haven't met people and tell us that. Joey haven't met people and say the same thing. So we encourage you to look in something that you don't need in your home. Like probably you don't need a jacket, or you have an extra jacket, you have socks, and you know that the pantries is easy access, and you can donate directly to the pantries in whatever time that you have, in your break lunch, in the time that you are going to your house and you remember there is people that don't have a home. This is the perfect time to do it.
Absolutely. And I'll just say, here's some things. Thick warm gloves are very essential. I have a hat here. Thermals. So thermals are really helpful for layering on nights like this. The other thing I'll say, so pop top cans of like chili, macaroni and cheese, protein bars, heavy snacks, water, toiletries like deodorant, really helpful. But all sorts of toiletries, first aid supplies, hot hands and sterno, especially for heating, very important. Hand sanitizer and baby wipes. Obviously, baby wipes are just amazingly helpful. The other thing is these pantries are co-located by bus stops. And we know there's a lot of people living in poverty in our community who are also absolutely welcome to use these street pantries. And so these are essential items for lots of people in our city, and we want to make sure that access is happening. So what time is it right now, Poncho?
Right now it's almost 11, it's 10:46.
10:46 on a Saturday night. So there's nowhere in this town that you could go right now and access warm blankets, hot hands, coats, gloves, hats, and things like that. And that's why these street pantries are so essential. Somebody can come at 3 in the morning if they're cold and access things in the street pantry. And so that's why we think they're so very, very helpful. So we're going to continue on our street outreach runs. We're heading east right now. We've been sort of west and through downtown. So that's
And only for in this little time that we were there, like, I feel like very cold.
It doesn't take long being out, and I think it kind of takes your breath. Like I'm a little bit just like breathing deep again, because that cold just kind of cuts through you and takes your breath a little bit on these nights.
Yeah, we are going right now to. We have another pantry in Black Mountain. It's very close to downtown, so probably it's gonna be the last one. Then we're gonna go tonight. And thank you so much to all the people that have been bringing jackets, and bringing socks, hand warmers. So we encourage you. Then, like right now, we're gonna start with a winter survival kit.
So we got
So-
one right here.
So like you can see, yeah.
Just check in. Makes me a little bit emotional. That friend had the same name as my dad. So I'm glad we came along tonight. He didn't have much of anything, just a thin blanket.
Yeah, this is why it's very important. Do it when it's needed. Like I think that what this guy said tonight about about I'm very happy that you are right here right now. Like I think that it's very powerful word because it's what is needed. Usually it's powerful to do it no matter what. Only like we know that 8 to 5 is not always needed. Only we know that when it's needed, and it's very powerful to be able to do it when it's cold and in the middle of the night, like we are doing it right now, because like it's when you find people and can lose their lives. We was not doing these kind of things. And